Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.
Welcome to Kicks 96 and WHON Video News. It's Monday, March the 24th. I'm Jeff Lane. This April marks the 40-year point since the Uptown Richmond explosion. In observance of that tragic event that claimed 41 lives, a group of local producers are gearing up for the release of a documentary called 147. Local businessman Rob Quigg was inspired to help produce the film after seeing photographs taken by longtime Richmond photographer Ralph Pyle.
I realized at that moment, and I'm 37 years old, and I was a history major at IU Bloomington, and I didn't know anything about the explosion.
The film makes use of photographs, color slides, and news film footage to tell the story of all the people affected. It debuts on April the 4th in a black tie event at IU East. The film also includes interviews with people like former Richmond Mayor Byron Clutie and Ralph Pyle.
When I walked around the corner and smelled the cordite, gunpowder, and all that, I said, my God, I'm back in Korea.
Tickets for the black tie event are $100, but screenings later in the weekend are just $5. An Uptown Richmond business is for sale and has drawn some interest from at least one investor. The Reedmore building on the corner of 9th and East Main is available for $165,000. An out-of-town investor has not publicly discussed plans for the building, which has housed Reedmore since 1964. The current owner is Tony Mosier. He cited other business interests as reason for the sale. Another historic Uptown Richmond building will see a reopening very soon. Closing on the Nolenbergs building was held just a couple weeks ago. It's expected to reopen as the Nolenbergs Art Gallery in about a week. You probably remember the tragic story from last September of the 10-year-old Greenville boy who set a fire that killed 5 people. Tomorrow, a judge will hear arguments about whether or not that boy is competent to face juvenile charges on 5 counts of murder and 1 count of aggravated arson. Timothy Byers confessed to setting the fire on one side of a Greenville duplex. The boy's mother, sister, and 3 young children from another family all died in that fire. And here's more on the big grant for the Brookville Immediate Care Facility that we told you about on Friday. The $100,000 grant check from the Health Foundation of Greater Cincinnati will help with the $8 million project. 18,000 square feet will be added to the existing facility in Brookville. There will also be a new diagnostic imaging center and a physician specialty clinic. The center will also expand to include new trauma and triage areas, 9 exam rooms, and a more spacious waiting area. The Health Foundation of Greater Cincinnati focuses its efforts on increasing access to primary health care in rural or underserved areas like Franklin County. This has been Kicks 96 and WHON Video News. I'm Jeff Lane. Have a great day.
Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.